Hello there, it's your girl Mpo to Ekwere aka MK. Welcome to my channel. From the title of this video, you already know what I'm going to talk about, so let's dive right into it. This video is long overdue. I also have shot this video dated since, because I got the inspiration from one of my husband's colleagues. She asked that I do a video on how I traveled with my toddlers. As you guys know that I traveled recently to the Maldives, and, and it was not a pleasant experience. Yes, it was tiring. I mean, something that I said I was not going to do it ever again. If I must travel, someone has to follow me with it. It has to be a family trip. Do you get? Because it was very tiring. But this one I'm talking. If someone wants to say, "Oh yeah, come Canada," does that mean that I will not go because of my children? Yeah, the person should try and book the flight first and test me. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Muna. Thank you, my siblings, for putting me through the whole thing. I was a JJC, like I said. I knew nothing about traveling internationally. Thank you, Odie. Thank you, Mama Love. Thank you, Brema. Thank you, Mama Vicky. That one, traveler. We disturbed her. She put us through so many things, especially with the children part, because she has had to travel with her kids so many times. So I found that totally useful at the end of the day. Yes. So how to travel with toddlers? Yeah. So first off would be booking the flight. Book the flight, because without the flight you're not going anywhere. Book the flight, baby friendly flight. Okay, I would love my husband to talk about this, even though I know a little about it. I would love him to talk about it because he did bulk of the whole arrangement. Like, the man tried. Yeah, so I'm going to move over to another point. He's actually on his way back, so I'll drag him to the screen, so you guys stay tuned. So the second would be preparation in every area. But first I will talk about preparations with your luggage. Okay, see, you do not want to overpack, and you also do not want to underpack. Pack the necessary things, the things needed. Okay, and while you are at it, have a weighing scale. You can purchase the hand weighing scale online, or you could use the one to weigh food. Okay, that's the one I used, but you will need that because it's very important. It will checkmate your excesses to make you know whether you are within the estimated luggage weight. Okay, so another thing you would want to do is when you're packing, when you're weighing your stuff, make it 1 kg lesser. Take for example, if your luggage is 23 kg, you might want to make it 22 kg. You might want to make it 21 point something, just to be on the safe side. Okay, another thing would be your hand luggage. Your hand luggage has to be light as possible. Pack the necessary things for your children. This is not about you, for your children. So what should be in your hand luggage? For me, I traveled with a 4-month-old and a 2-year-old. 2 year plus, yes, 2 years plus. And the things that were basically in my hand luggage was diaper, enough diaper. Some plane provide this, okay, but you might want to go with yours. I went with diaper. Now my diaper is not just the one that we have to wrap. Mothers, now that I don't know how to explain it. I got the pants diaper because I needed ease. I did not need something that will have to lay someone down, turn and be struggling. No, I just needed to pull up and pull down. Okay, then I went with feeding bottle. I was not exclusively breastfeeding. I had to supplement it with formula, infant formula. So I went with 6 feeding bottles. You might want to ask me why 6? 6 because so that I will not have to get up and be washing. Say for example, if I took 2 feeding bottles, if it uses one, I'll have to wash that one, I'll have to wash the second one. So I didn't just want to do that because I might not have the time, truthfully. So that's why I had to go with much feeding bottles. Okay, then I went with my infant, but I didn't have to carry the whole tin of milk. It would make the box heavy, so I just took the part he would be able to finish on the trip. Then for my daughter, I took her best snacks in case she does not. She's really a picky eater. In case the plain food disappoints her, I took her best snacks and juice. I mean, something that when she sees, she'll want to pounce on it to get. Yeah, and I took laptop and also a flask of hot water. Yeah, I know liquids are not allowed in plane, but I just had to do this for backup plans. My husband told me that they were going to provide hot water, but I don't want a situation when I need hot water and the air hostess is taking forever to get to me. My son is a lion when it comes to food. When he wants his food, he wants it there and then. Give it to him that moment. So I didn't want a situation that I have to wait. That's why I had to take my own water. Yeah, they had to stop me at the checkpoint, ask me why I had to explain that my boy eats like Yokozuna, so I need to be ready, and they said no problem. So you might want to do that too. You know your children better than anyone else, so do what works for you. So yeah, just pack, make it light as possible, because you do not want to be dragging heavy box and hand luggage with your children. It's going to be very unsettling and you do not want that. So the next point would be making arrangements of who is going to accompany you to the airport. If you're traveling alone, you can as well go alone, but please, if you're going with children, let someone accompany you. Go with a family member, a friend. In my case, I went with my friend and an Uber, so I had to make the Uber wait for me until I'm done. Reason being that I had the plan of going back to the car to feed my children, prep them, change them and all of that. Then also, just in case I would need to return some things, my friend will go with it. And also, I would need my friend, I would need help. So you just have to go with someone. You can't do it on your own, trust me. What to do before departure? Please ease yourself, release yourself of every tension in your system, in your ball. Make sure you change your children, change them up to the clothes they're going to use in the plane. FYI, the plane is very cold. Do not wear them light clothes. Even though blankets are going to be provided in the plane, please wear them heavy clothes. Cardigan for your baby, you can put head warmer, but trust me, the plane is usually very cold, so prep them up before departure. Then when you get into the plane, on the plane, as you just enter like this, please dash people different smiles. Like, be friendly, use your motherly intuition, just glance through who you're going, especially where you're going to be seated. Glance through who you're going to give your kids to. I mean, example, if you want to use the restroom, just make friends. It's not a time for you to be tying your face, boning. Keep a happy face throughout, because you're going to need their help. Buckle. Then on the plane too, you make your children well settled. Maybe if it's before takeoff, if it's a time to play with them, and all of that, you can do that. Before takeoff, for my baby, he was not sleeping, so the takeoff sound affects the ears and all of that, so it's always advisable to suckle your child during that period, so that it's going to help with the crankiness and fuzziness and that ear noise, whatever. It's a time for you to suckle your child, put your child to your breast, or you just give your child liquid, but be careful when you're doing that. Okay? Then on the plane too, if you want to go ease yourself, okay, or maybe one of your children, inform the air hostess. Keep an eye on them. Yes. Still on the plane issue, when it is time to eat, the air hostesses, one of them, they're going to come to you and ask what you would eat, they'll list things that are available. It is not a time for you to try things that you're not familiar with, please, so that you don't have a stomach upset. And you know, when you do that, it's going to destabilize you, visiting the toilet and all of that. So with whatever they've mentioned, try something that you're familiar with, okay? Don't want to be trying things anyhow. Then for your children, the same thing. Try something that you're familiar with. For my child, they listed things, and the only thing I was familiar with was, like I told you, she's a very picky eater. Mashed potato, she eats that in the house, so I was very okay with that, even though I already knew her reaction. I'm going to put that video here, so you're going to see her reaction when she saw her food. But you know, as the African mom that I am, I had to force her to eat so that she's not going to disturb me in any way. So that's it. Try familiar foods, please. Don't want to experiment so that it's not going to upset your stomach. Capiche? Moving forward, what to do when you're about to land. You know, they are going to announce it now. There's no way they're not going to announce it. So they always announce in the next 40-30 minutes we are going to arrive at our destination. And once you hear that announcement, it's not a time to sleep some more, please. It's not a time to relax. That is the time, that is your cue to tidy up your things. Maybe if you want to go to the restroom, finally make them your children use the restroom, change them if their clothes are soiled or if it's necessary to change. That's a time for you to tidy up your things, pack up your things. Also, if your children are asleep, they are sleeping, please, it's time for you to keep them alert, wake them, engage them with things. Like Pleasant, she was sleeping when we were about to land. I woke her, there's nothing I didn't do. I gave her juice, you know, and everything. I just made her alert, you know, so that it's not going to make you sluggish in your transition time. Also, that announcement time is for you to, especially if you know that you would need help in your transit time, it's for you to ask your co-passengers, you know, if they'll assist you, or the air hostess or the flight attendant, you know, to help you in some areas. That is the time for you to do that. So that's very important. And the next tip, when you're onboarding, when you guys have landed, please, it's a time, especially if you have a connecting flight, it's not a time. Resist the urge to take pictures. Resist the urge. I'm not saying it's bad, but when you have a short transit time, please, that should be the time you should locate your guests as fast as possible. I had that was like my greatest blessing, you know, like the people I spoke with, the people seated by my side. I told them that they just surprised me when we landed. They helped with my luggage. One person helped me with my daughter. So basically, I was just with my baby. So you see, it's not a time for you to dilly-dally or take pictures. Please move on and locate your gate with immediate effect so that you don't miss your flight and you blame it on your village people. I beg. But if you have a long time to spare, you know, your transit period, your connecting, please, you can snap, make videos, tell them you don't land wherever you don't, tell them you don't arrive, you know, make videos, make memories, okay? That's if you have time on your side. But if you don't, please, face front and go to your gates. All right, talk about, my husband is here. Since I've been waiting for him. Babe, come and talk about the booking flight thing. Come. How was work, by the way?
My dear. Let me just check my face. No, you can stay. So basically, she wanted me to talk about how we were able to get a baby-friendly flight.
Yep.
But you know this thing now.
I just want you to chook your face. Talk about
she just wants to see my face in this video. My own part was very easy, very, very easy. I was
disturbing you.
Excuse me. My own was just to make sure that they get into a friendly flight with them and the baby, and it was quite simple. So after we booked the ticket, most flights will have their customer care representative on their apps. So all I just did was to contact the customer care We had a live chat. I gave the reference number of the flight ticket and then told them how many babies she'll be traveling with. The toddler, a baby, and a 3-year-old. So what they did, 2-year-old, yeah. So what they did, we booked baby meals for them. We also booked a baby bed.
Bassinet.
Bassinet, yeah. So we make sure that I booked that with her and baby food, and that was basically it.
And it helped. That's because he made that in place. It helped with the seat positioning. They gave me the bulkhead.
Yeah.
If you know what bulkhead is.
I don't even know what
bulkhead. The place is very spacious.
I got to say,
where the bassinet is going to be fixed. So it was really comfy.
So please, before you take a flight with your babies, try as much as possible to secure your baby-friendly flight. Talk to your customer care representative, book, make them know the kind of babies are boarding, make sure that their meals are well taken care of.
Now, even when he told them about the baby's month, my baby age, they gave me the milk that's not for him 6 months. For 6 months. That's why I told you, see, go with your milk, go with what your baby takes. You do not want to depend on their food.
Shall I try?
So is that all you did?
I go change that. That's all. Like, what do you think? You think I did miracle? Now you should be walking.
No, that's not about the stroller.
How did I do it again? Okay, well, I already made arrangements for her that when she gets to her transit, they can give her a stroller for the baby.
But it was not possible.
But apparently, her transit time was too short, and she had other plans that she generated out of an emergency. So, but sort all those things out. Talk to your customer care representative on any issue you need, and they will be sure to make arrangements for you. Especially in international flights, I'm not sure of the customer.
So it's so simple. Is that why I even told you? I thought you even did a lot. I beg you. I for talk now. I for talk. The next tip would be using a baby carrier, a good baby carrier. Well, I get a lot of people saying that you should use baby stroller instead as one of your hand luggage into the plane, because it's going to help you when you land, when you're trying to locate the gates. I got that advice, but we couldn't make that available, so I had to make do of what I was comfortable with, which was the baby carrier. And trust me, that was one of the sweetest thing I did for myself. You know, these little ones, they get scared, you know, get cranky when they see many faces at the airport, the whole bustle of the airport, new faces, new noises, and all of that. It has a way of unsettling them. So baby carrier has a way of, you know, strapping them, getting them close to your bosom, and also helps you to maintain that eye contact with them. So I felt that this helped me a whole lot, even though my back was aching, but it was one of the sweetest thing I did for ease of movement, mobility. I was really smart with like everything. So for me, I feel that I would advise that baby carrier is more efficient, easier than stroller, personally. So let's recap. Tips you need to travel with your babies on a flight. Number 1 is make sure your luggage is lesser than the estimated weight. Do not overpack. 2, be escorted by family members or a friend in case you need help or some things to be returned from the airport. 3, feed your baby, change their diapers before departure. 4, make friends with your co-passengers because you will need their help at some point. 5, make ready your children, keep them alert before landing to avoid sluggishness on transit. 6, get assurance from your co-passengers, turn friends who will be willing to assist you on board with your children. 7, resist the urge to take pictures, especially when your transit time is short. 8, make sure you book a baby-friendly flight, as I have explained.
Hello guys, I trust you found this video informative and interesting. If you like this video, kindly give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the very first to know anytime I drop a new video. So please, let's engage in the comment section below, guys. Please, and share this video to those you know might find it useful. Okay, guys, see ya in my next video, of course. God bless you so much.